Hi bestie, if you came across this video, I feel like you could be in your head a little bit about how to move forward with new stable beginnings in life, but your spirit team are calling you to be strong in this situation, to tap into your strengths, to know that you can tame your logical mind if it is kind of running amok. You could be dealing with people in your workplace, or if you're self-employed, you could be fighting against your own mind in many ways, I'm hearing. So maybe you have some sort of ideas about how you want to bring in money or new financial abundance starts. If this is in relationships or career, it doesn't really matter. Could be applying to both here. But we also have, not only do we have the King of Swords in reverse, we also have the King of Wands and the King of Cups in reverse. So if this is a relationship reading or a career reading, I feel like you could have been either dealing with a string of people that were very abrupt, callous, emotionally controlling, or even workplaces that embodied bosses or colleagues with these traits. I feel like you just had a lot of energies around you, particularly masculine energies, that may have been bringing you down in various ways or getting in the way of you feeling like you have enough mental and emotional fortitude to push through on a path that you know will bring in a stable new start for yourself. So I feel like perhaps in the past you might have been getting clarity about these situations, could have been fairly codependent in certain situations. You could have been relying on either structures or people, or if these don't represent actual, I'm going to say men, it doesn't have to be men, just people with a very strong masculine energy in your life. It could represent structures that you once clung to, for example, workplaces or situations, or even fields of work or industries that were just, I'm hearing, not a great fit for you. So this could be failed relationships, this could be failed business ventures that you might have tried to go on in the past or something like that. But I feel like all of these negative experiences from these, I'm hearing relationships. So whoever these people were in your past, even if these were like father figures or just masculine presences in your life, even brothers perhaps, I feel like you've got enough clarity in these situations about these things to know in your heart what is actually going to fulfill you. And I feel like you're strong enough now. So perhaps these people or situations put you through the ringer and made you turn inwards towards your own emotions to bolster your sense of self and boundaries, and take a chance on yourself to listen to your heart and your true passions and focus on those to bring in whatever this new stable start for yourself is. So I feel like if you do still have some sort of lingering feelings of being left out in the cold by relationships in particular, we have the Lovers reversed and the Five of Pentacles reversed and the Four of Wands. I feel like together with the Ace of Pentacles from earlier, you're going to be building a new solid foundation and stable sense of self within yourself, and you're going to have, if you don't already, the mental clarity and fortitude and ways to cut through the BS, I'm hearing, to either sort out options for who would be better for you in life if you're looking to settle down, or to cut off options that weren't suitable for you as a career or endeavor to go forward. So I'm hearing new industries, so maybe you're going to be doing something different soon as well. And with the Lovers reverse and the Five of Pentacles reverse, I'm feeling with the Five of Pentacles reverse, you're stepping out of a lack mindset. This could be around relationships, this could be surrounding your finances and career and ability to forge your own path and figure out how to make money for yourself. I feel like perhaps in the past, energies around you wanted you to rely on them so that they could have some either access to your energy or way of harnessing your, I'm hearing, powers for themselves, whatever that means. Let me know in the comments. And yeah, with the Lovers reversed, I feel like these people or situations that you were in before that you've cleared out after you got clarity over whatever these situations were, you now have the energy freed up, and now you have the mental acuity and free space in your mind and heart to really push through to make big changes for yourself in life that I feel like these people might have been blocking. So could have also been resting recently and not wanting to have moved on to new avenues before, because we have the Six of Swords reversed, the Knight of Wands reversed, and the Four of Swords. So I feel like if the universe kind of thrust you into this period where you are focusing more on your inner growth, I'm hearing, it may have looked like to people from an outside perspective that you weren't really doing anything, but I'm hearing that you were kind of clearing your mind, clearing your heart, clearing the runway for your own success, and whatever energy that you felt stuck in before where you couldn't move on mentally from situations that were disturbing your peace, I feel like you just weren't able to take charge of situations very quickly. I'm hearing that the rest that you're coming out of soon is going to really thrust you on a path where you can forget about not being able to commit. I feel like with the Hierophant reverse as well, you could be really the type of person, I'm hearing renegade in my head. So maybe you really like doing things differently, not going against going against the grain in life, trying new things out. And yeah, we have the Hierophant coming out again. So I feel like if you are the type of person that really doesn't want to do what society tells you, lean into that, because that is one of your strengths. And I feel like if you really commit to this and commit to your own path that you know is going to work for you, after all of these trials and tribulations that you've managed to come out of and emerge on the other side of, that perhaps other people put you through, I feel like once you harness your own power and learn all of those lessons and synthesize them, no matter which way you go in life, you'll be successful, I'm hearing. So let's see if there's any other messages that want to come out today. But yeah, I keep hearing to just keep forging your own path, because you're going to be making some new way to trailblaze a way for people and others to do the same for themselves. And yeah, with the Six of Cups as well, I feel like you could be really tapping into your inner child lately. You could be revisiting hobbies and things, and even perhaps fond memories from your childhood could be like coming up in your memory. And I feel like you're being called to honor your inner child in the way that you move forward in life, because I feel like for you, if I'm hearing in your teenage years onwards, if you had a lot of people try to instill their world vision onto you, I'm seeing like when you walk through a shopping center and those people try to grab your attention, I feel like, or like hawkers or something like that, I feel like if they are able to get their ideas into your head in your past, I'm hearing you were very impressionable and people were able to sort of control you in the past because you lacked certain boundaries, and people liked to keep you off balance so that they could, I'm hearing, try to, if this is from parents, like tiger parents or something like that, or just parents that wanted to see go down in a path in life that you weren't really interested in, I'm hearing it threw you off balance for a long time, and you're going to be having new perspectives and coming out of a situation here where any of these things from the past that kept you back, you're realizing that what they were, and they were projections. So I'm feeling very called to tell you to listen to your inner child, whatever that means to you, and know that you were on the right path from a young age, I'm hearing. So maybe you had some talents or things that you were really interested in for a very young age, or things that just made you really happy and you were focusing on them, but people around you, perhaps bullies even, but I'm hearing parents. So yeah, if you had, or parental figures, if you don't have parents, I feel like whoever your immediate caretakers were, even if these were siblings or something like that, I'm feeling like they could have tried to push you down a path that didn't really make you happy. But with the Knight of Swords coming through and the Page of Cups, I feel like you're a very creative person, and perhaps whatever these situations were kept you feeling guarded and like you had to close off your heart to opportunities that you deep down knew were going to be better for you and more interesting and valid as a life choice and a life path for yourself. So I feel like you're taking your power back over certain situations that could have really steered you down paths in life that you weren't interested in to begin with. And I feel like you're a very creative, gentle person at heart. There could be some surprises coming in here as well from the universe, or I'm hearing new friends. So there could be people coming into your life soon to kind of help you on this path to get new ideas off the ground and get them running towards ways that are going to leave you feeling less guarded, like you can trust people again, and like you can open back your heart up after perhaps a lot of betrayal or just not knowing how to move forward in certain situations where you felt like you couldn't trust anyone. So maybe you naturally are a very open person, very trusting, very honest, and I'm hearing naive at sometimes as well. But I feel like all of the life lessons that you've learned up until now, or are closing out, I'm hearing, they're letting you know to protect and guard your heart and your peace for the right people, but not to build boundaries so high that you just feel like everybody in life that comes into your life from now on is going to do you wrong. I feel like you've really got the power of discernment, or you're learning how to discern who is good for you, what situations are going to uplift your soul and push you forward in life. So let's see if we can get one more final card. But I feel like you've learned a lot of lessons and the universe wants to surprise you with something better, I'm hearing. So this could be anything. Let me know in the comments if you come back to this video in the future as well, what manifested for you, because I feel like the universe wants to surprise you for some reason as well. And yeah, with the Seven of Cups reversed and the Eight of Swords and the Temperance and the Chariot under that, I really feel like the more that you pour back into yourself, the more successful you're going to be. And we have the Hermit card under that as well. So you could also have really done a huge intense period of soul searching where you really fished through your mind and soul for what things are going to be good for you, what things are going to not serve you, what options are kind of like dead ends, I'm hearing. So perhaps you tried certain things and got to a certain point of like semi-success or signs of success, but you felt deep down that it wasn't right, that you can judge those things for what they are, leave it in the past, move forward and take the blindfold off of things that you actually enjoy and that you know that are going to be good for you, so that you you can just realize that you can move forward at whatever pace that you set for yourself, and that you're not really bound by other people's mental projections or even your own things that were holding you back. And if you still feel like you are being held back for some reason, I'm being guided to tell you that with the Hermit card and the Ten of Swords, a lot of these painful cycles from the past were lessons to teach you, and they're over. So if you can consciously let go of those things and move forward to whatever is going to bring you happiness and a brighter future, to do so. And if you are just on the cusp of that, or just starting to lean into that process, to really spend some time alone with your thoughts, maybe journal as well, find out what lights up your soul most and pursue and persist on that path, because it's going to bring you to better things. So yeah, let me know if that resonated. Check the description. I have my stand store down below if you need a private reading, and I'm also making a new community as well, so you can sign up via the waitlist there from my stand store as well. So yeah, subscribe too. But yeah, love you bestie, you got this, bye.